In a bold move at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO meeting, India refused to sign a crucial joint statement. This decision wasn't about politics or diplomacy. It was about a fundamental principle that India has held on to for decades. Terrorism must be condemned equally, no matter where it comes from. But why did India take this stand? And why is it so important? Let's break it down. Introduction to SCO. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO, is a major international group made up of 10 countries, including India. It was founded in 2001 to focus on regional security, economic cooperation, and most importantly, counter-terrorism. It's a platform where countries like China, Russia, India, and others come together to solve some of the biggest global challenges. But this time, the SCO meeting became a battlefield for something much deeper than just international diplomacy: the fight against terrorism. Why India refused to sign the statement? At the SCO Defence Ministers meeting, India's Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh, refused to sign the draft statement. So what was in this statement that made India say no? The draft statement mentioned a terror attack in Pakistan, the Zafar Express hijacking, but left out a significant terror attack in India, the Pahalgam terror attack. Why is this a problem? India felt this was biased and unbalanced. Terrorism shouldn't be singled out depending on where it happens. It needs to be condemned equally and universally. By mentioning one attack and omitting the other, the draft showed clear bias, and India couldn't accept that. SCO principles. The SCO operates on something called the Shanghai Spirit. This means the group is built on principles of mutual respect, equality, non-aggression, and peaceful coexistence. In simple terms, every member should be treated fairly with respect and no one should be biased. But the selective mention of terrorism violated these principles. India felt that the statement didn't represent the spirit of equality. India's zero-tolerance policy on terrorism. For India, there is zero tolerance when it comes to terrorism. The government's policy is clear. Terror and talks can never go together. India's stand on terrorism is not just about condemning attacks, but about demanding decisive action. India wants countries, especially members of the SCO, to stop supporting terrorism and to take action against terrorist organizations. By refusing to sign the draft, India was sending a message. Terrorism cannot be ignored or selectively addressed. Past precedents and China's role. India's position is not new. For years, India has been frustrated with China's role in blocking the UN's designation of Masood Azhar, the leader of a Pakistani terrorist group, as a global terrorist. Despite being part of the RATS, the SCO's anti-terrorism body, China's support for Pakistan often stops real action against terrorist groups operating from there. This inconsistency from some member states has been a challenge for India in the SCO. India doesn't want to be a part of any system that tolerates terrorism or fails to act on it just because of geopolitical interests. Impact of Rajnath Singh's refusal. India's refusal to sign the draft statement at the SCO is significant for a few reasons. First, it was a strong statement of India's assertiveness. Second, it sent a clear signal to China and other SCO members that India will not compromise when it comes to countering terrorism. For the first time, the SCO Defence Ministers meeting ended without a joint statement. This was a big deal. It showed that India was willing to stand firm on its core values, even if it meant disrupting the consensus within the group. Geopolitical context. Right now, China holds the SCO chair. With Russia focused on the war in Ukraine, China's influence within the SCO has grown. This gives China more space to push Pakistan's interests and its own geopolitical agenda. India, however, is determined to push back. It won't let the fight against terrorism be sidelined for the sake of political convenience. The next SCO Heads of State Council meeting will be held in Tianjin, China in 2025. Eyes will be on India's stance then too. Will it continue to challenge selective approaches to terrorism? India's bold refusal could shape the future of SCO's approach to terrorism, making sure all member states are held accountable and no one is left out. India's strong stand. In conclusion, India's refusal to endorse the SCO's draft statement at the Defence Ministers meeting was not just about one attack being left out. It was about India's zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism and its insistence on equal treatment for all nations when condemning violence. India's stance on terrorism will continue to be firm and clear, no matter the international platform. Subscribe for more updates.